Hey guys, what's up? Anger Ranger here. We are playing Persona 4 Golden right now on PC right now. And we just finished our little shopping trip with the girls, Chie and Yukiko, as well as Marie here. And we're going to go outside here for a second here. There's something we need to do outside. Head over to the shopping district and see what that is. I'm trying to remember what everything is. It's kind of hard for me to remember everything. Like I said, I strongly suggest using a guide, so it's definitely the best for your best interest in order to fully maximize our time. Right now we're going to spend some time with Dachi. And honestly, there's a certain point, so if you guys played Persona 5 Royal and you were curious about Persona 4 Golden, you guys know that in order to get the specific ending or the additional content, you need to do a specific activity, or not activity, but you have to rank up to a certain level with certain social links. And this is one of those instances, I believe, where we have to kind of work with the Adachi pretty quickly here. I know I've said this before, I hate doing Adachi's social link, mainly because of the fact that you kind of have to give the actually wrong response in order to give him the stars that he wants and the ranking up. And I mean, that's just really annoying, so to speak. So we have to say, yeah, let's cheat. That's not what I would say, personally, but we want to play the game where we're kind of like that blank slate where we do whatever our confidants want. I think it's either going to be like rank 4 with Adachi, I think it is we're going to hit. Yeah, rank 5. And eventually at some point, I know in the near future, we're going to be kind of locked out of Adachi Social Link because we need to get through the game a bit more. And that's fine because it'll allow us more time, additional time to go through our other social links such as Dojima and Nanako, and even the two or three social links we haven't done yet. And Adachi seems to have a very nihilistic view of life there, and it kind of makes sense. You see the way he's treated by Dojima and everyone else, and you too would probably have that kind of negative outlook on life if you seem to have a hard time with things. And I kind of get where he's coming from. Really? But with how things are with Adachi, where he's made fun of, he's obviously not taking good care of himself. You can tell by the way he's dressed, his attitude towards life, the fact that all little bits and pieces you pick up and you do feel slightly sympathetic for him. It's kind of hard though, but it's there because it kind of brings it on himself. So it's Sunday, so once again we have off from school. At this point in time, it doesn't matter because we don't have I don't want to say kanji. No rain, no midnight chat. So we're gonna get a phone call here. Let's see who is calling us. Yukiko. Now, as I said, usually we don't want to say yes to these requests because a lot of times nothing really happens. Sometimes we'll actually rank up with our social links, and other times we'll actually get a book from our social links, especially if it's the Strength Arcana, which is the athletes. But making plans with Yukiko, that's a good idea. We'll rank up with her most likely in this event.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like we've reached that social link rank with Yukiko, where the character kind of starts alluding to maybe having those kind of feelings for the main character. And that's one of the actual legitimate complaints and gripes I have about this series, and is that around like rank 6, 7, 8, or 9 for some characters, they kind of allude to having a crush on you or that romantic option being a thing, instead of it being a gradual thing.
Go home.
That's like the one actual complaint I have of the game, and there's an explanation for it from the director of the series, so it's kind of like, I get it. But at the same time, because he was antisocial and didn't really socialize with girls, he didn't know how that whole thing worked. And it doesn't necessarily work bad. It's not necessarily wrong, but it's just, at times, it's just a little weird. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh's like, it's okay for a boy I like, hee. It only took you to rank 6? I mean, I don't know. So tonight we can hang out with, it looks like our social link for Dojima is available. We didn't get a chance to watch the Tanaka show, the amazing commodities here. So we're going to do that real quick here. Now, like I said, you don't need to buy every week. I recommend, the guide that I'm looking at recommends at least every week, but I also suggest doing at least 5 purchases if you're going for trophies. In the game, I don't know what Steam calls them, achievements, trophies, everybody calls them differently. I know PlayStation's trophies, Xbox's achievements, is Steam achievements. Nintendo is nothing, so it doesn't really matter. Now, obviously, you have 3 days. You have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and I think it goes up to Wednesday, maybe, so that would make it 4 days to do it. And if we actually wait till Wednesday, they wouldn't sell out, but if we do buy it right away, it sells out right away, so you can't go back in and buy it again. So tonight, we're going to continue reading Witch Detective. Now, if you guys haven't picked up on the dialogue here, a plottingly written romantic comedy about a girl on her first day of school in a new town with vampires involved. If you guys can't put 2 and 2 together because the content in this book was almost physically painful for you to read, then you're not picking up on the slight insult the writers are throwing at Stephanie Meyer's Twilight. That's exactly what it is. They're throwing mad shade at them. And it looks like, and a thing is, in Japanese school systems, they actually do have different seasons for school. They go to school almost all year round. And now we're in summer clothes. And the summer clothes, we just remove our jacket. And it looks like for the girls, they remove their like blazer, their jacket, whatever you call it. So everybody's going to be dressed a little bit differently. Some characters, it kind of blows my mind. The girls look more with their sailor outfits. I don't like the white shirt with black pants. That just bothers me. It's just me though, personally. So today, we can spend time with Yukiko, who looks like she's virtually wearing the same outfit she was wearing, except she doesn't have her red blazer, and the fact that she's not wearing stockings or tights, whatever you want to call them, leggings, who knows what they are. So she's an option. Chie, who literally just has her track jacket wrapped around her waist. So I'm pointing out the differences in attire here. You can actually see Chie's like shoulders and neck. She looks, it's a different look. They changed avatars and everything. That does take a lot of effort to do, though. So we have Yumi as well. So today, on the 13th of June, we have a lot of options for social links. And that's all well and good, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to figure out, I don't know which one we're going to do yet. When we decide after the school day is done, I don't make a decision right there and there, unless you have to. So we're going to get an afternoon lecture. So the lectures, as we said before in the game, you can get a lecture in the morning, you can get a lecture in the afternoon. and you're gonna get one if you get one. It's not every day, and it is scripted, so it's not like it's gonna be random where we're gonna be landing playing. Oh shoot, we got a random question. No, that's not how the game works. The game is actually all scripted. So we answered the question right, which is great. I think last time I answered it wrong on accident. Sometimes the answers are a little tricky. Answering the questions right, as we've mentioned multiple times, I know that for a fact, we're going to answer the question as many times right as possible for our knowledge boost, so it's going to help us in the long run, especially if this is your first playthrough. So, for those of you wondering how long will it take for us to get a rainy night? I know people are probably wondering how much longer do we have until the next dungeon, next person pops up. It's actually relatively soon. We've reached the point in the game where they're going to kind of not fully space it out all the way. Let's take care of this quest though with this kid. And this kid was, if you guys remember, this is the kid, the fox at the shrine who wanted friends but didn't have friends because his sticker collection is absolute garbage. So we resolved that situation for him. He's good. So we're gonna report back to the fox, but not right now. We're gonna wait for probably a rainy day to do it. And we're gonna go back to the school. Back to school. So Yukiko, Chie, or Yumi. Which one do we think we should hang out with? I want to do Yukiko. You know me. Look at that. Look at Bae. That's Bae. So since that persona, our relationship's gonna be getting closer because we said all the right things so far. So we're gonna reach rank 7. So pretty soon we're gonna reach that point where we have to make a decision. The ultimate decision. Do we want to date Yukiko or do we not want to date Yukiko? I always have a hard time saying her name. But I'm pretty sure I know what's going to end up happening. So let's see what's going on here.
Uh-huh. Sheesh.
Now, in some of these social links, there are certain responses that we have to give, and it's not in all of them, it's in some of them. We give certain social links responses at certain questions like that one, where it kind of starts us down that romantic path. There are some characters that I think do a better job of showcasing that they're interested in having that romantic path versus others who just kind of like either, hey, we're at rank 8, I might want to date you. Or some characters who will remain nameless who are literally like asking for it from the very beginning. We'll see some of that later. There's a lot of differences. Yukiko is the first. We've actually gotten pretty far now. As you can see, ranking up our party members has a lot of benefits to it. One of such benefits, as you see, is Yukiko can endure mortal blows, meaning that she will withstand so say an enemy hits her with an ice attack, gets her down to 0, but she'll stay at 1 HP. I think that's actually a pretty cool thing to have. So we're going to be able to withstand some ridiculous moves. So like she could withstand an attack from a bless or a dark or a curse or whatever you want to call it that normally kills people. So I mean that will happen, and that's something that happens at rank 7 with every character. This isn't something brand new just for Yukiko. So we're going to go back and we're going to finish Witch Detective, the Twilight parody book here for the night. I know we're actually coming really close to the school camping trip. So there's actually the next few days in game are going to be very story heavy. We're going to get a lot of story and just a lot of really big events going on in the game. And they're just telling us the school camp starts next weekend. I'm curious if they said next weekend, if next weekend implies this coming like Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Saturday, which would be a few days, so we wouldn't have much time in game. And I know one of the days we have to prepare for the camping trip. So it's raining. And right now there's not much we can do in terms of social links that I know of. So I think we're going to go into town first. There might be some stuff we have to pick up the town, or we might rank up with the Fox. I'm trying to figure it out, because we could take her scooter. We definitely cannot do... We definitely can't do the working at the daycare center. That is not possible. But let's take a stop in to Old Man Diadra's shop. And he's going to ask us about Inaba Trout. If we give him one, we'll actually... If we give it to him, which we have, I forgot that we have it. He is actually going to make us a cool weapon for Yosuke. And I think we actually used it a lot, because I think at a certain point in the game I actually stopped using Yosuke, believe it or not. At this point in the game, a lot of people in their party, they will switch out Chie for Kanji, and I always have to say why. And there's a reason for it. Chie is at a point where she's not only getting better as a character in the party, and Kanji already kind of outdwarfs her in terms of strength, but Kanji's magic skills are terrible. So people switch out Kanji for Chie, and then at some point, at a certain level, Kanji kind of plateaus, and his skill set's not bad. I'm not saying his skill set's terrible. What I'm saying is, as he levels up, he doesn't get as good as Chie does. Chie is my, I don't want to call her my meat sponge, but she's the one who does most of the damage to my party, so she stays in the party. So if you're wondering if it's just because I like Chie, or if it's just because Chie is great, no. Chie and Yukiko remain in my party because I like them personally, and also because of the fact that they are actually really good in the game as a whole, in my opinion. So we've reached rank 5 with the Fox, and like I said, his interactions are so quick and simple, it doesn't really matter at this point. So we can't obviously get the next Emma from the Fox until next time, probably tomorrow in-game. So right now we're going to head home.
If you want, you can change the channel. What are you doing? I saw it! It went like zoom! Do it again! One more time! Okay, my turn now.
And this was a good place for us to stop, guys. Thank you for watching. My name's been Angry Banjo. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.